Hello, Detroit Lions fans. Here's another update. And if you're just arriving on the channel, subscribe now so you don't miss any news. Here, you'll always be up to date with everything. Today's news will surprise even the oldest fans. We're talking about the possible arrival of a well-known wide receiver on the team. And to make you even happier, an elite All-Pro could also wear the blue and silver jersey. Leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and continue bringing you quality content. Thanks a lot for the like. Now, let's get straight to the point. After betting big on young talents like Isaac Tesla and Dominic Lovett in the last draft, the Detroit Lions may be ready for an unexpected move, bringing back an old acquaintance that many fans believe was already a thing of the past. The franchise's decision to invest in Tesla in the third round drew attention, and there is great expectation surrounding his development. Still, nothing is guaranteed in off-season training. While Tesla seems to have the lead among the rookies, the reality on the field could quickly change that scenario, especially if the group of receivers does not show the expected improvement in the first minicamp practices. The situation with the Lions wide receiver core, despite being promising, is far from comfortable. Jared Goff has the safety of Amon-Ra St. Brown and the explosiveness of Jameson Williams, in addition to the emerging talent of tight end Sam Laporta. But outside of that trio, the depth and experience on the roster leave something to be desired. This raises an inevitable question: what if the rookies do not perform right away? The answer may lie in a name that no one expected to see again in Detroit: DJ Chark. Yes, that's him! The veteran who had a solid stint in 2022 and left a lasting impression could be the perfect stopgap solution for an offense that dreams of repeating the efficiency of 2024. Repatriating DJ Chark may seem like a desperate decision at first glance, but looking closer, it makes a lot of sense. In his season with the Lions, Chark racked up 502 yards on just 52 targets and found the end zone 3 times. He was a key part of that offense and demonstrated chemistry with Goff. While his last season with the Chargers was disappointing, he only had 31 yards in 7 games. His familiarity with the Lions system and his ability to be a reliable target make him a viable option, especially if the rookies don't deliver early on in the campaign. He may not be the explosive WR1 he once was, but in a support role with well-executed routes and a locker room presence, he could be just what the team needs. Of course, DJ Chark wouldn't return to be the star of the offense. That role remains firmly in the hands of St. Brown and Williams, with the support of the running game led by Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. The focus will continue to be on a balanced offense with aggressive running and spot-up passing. Still, having an experienced name like Chark could provide an extra layer of security for Goff, while also creating more space on the field for the young talent to shine. He would be a bridge between the present and the future, a figure who helps maintain the competitive level while the rookies adjust to the professional game. In addition, Chark's presence on the roster could have a significant impact on the development of the rookies. Isaac Tesla and Dominic Lovett will have a lot to learn about the pace of the NFL, reading defenses and executing at a high level. Having a veteran who has been through those stages and understands what it takes to excel could accelerate the growth of these young players. If Detroit wants to truly compete at the highest level in 2025, it can't rely solely on potential. It needs stability, experience, and versatility. And that's where DJ Chark could become a quiet asset, ready to surprise once again. Detroit Lions fans' hopes of seeing an elite defensive line reinforcement appear to have evaporated with the end of free agency and the development of the draft, as the top names available have disappeared from the market, either signing with other teams or signing multi-million-dollar extensions. Fans have been left with the frustration of imagining what could have been. But a new name is once again gaining traction behind the scenes and reigniting the flame of anticipation: Trey Hendrickson. Yes, the Cincinnati Bengals defensive monster, who has been the center of intense trade speculation for months, could still be available. And according to Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report, the Lions will be one of the teams most likely to make this bold move. Hendrickson's name is not new to the rumor mill, but the post-draft timing brings a new perspective. Knox lists the pass rusher as one of the top candidates for a trade now that the teams have reorganized their rosters. And with the Lions still in need of a player who can change the course of a game with a single play, now could be the perfect time to make a move. Hendrickson, a Pro Bowl selection in recent seasons, isn't just another name. He's a dominant force. In 2024 alone, he led all edge rushers with an incredible 83 total pressures, according to Pro Football Focus, a performance so absurd that it earned him All-Pro honors for the first time and put him in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. But if the idea of seeing Hendrickson in a Lions uniform makes fans' eyes light up, the financial reality is much bleaker. The defensive lineman has 1 year left on his contract with the Bengals, worth $21 million, with a direct impact of $18.7 million on the team's salary cap. And the most delicate point, Hendrickson wants more. He's seeking a contract extension, and given the inflated market for new deals for stars like Max Crosby, $35.5 million a year, and Myles Garrett, $40 million a year, it's likely he's targeting similar numbers. That means any team hoping to land his services will have to dig deep. And that includes Detroit. The comparison with Zadarius Smith, another edge rusher who was in the Lions' sights but ended up out of the team's financial reach, is inevitable. If Detroit hesitated with Smith, why would they invest even more heavily in Hendrickson? The answer may lie in the impact. Hendrickson isn't just a good player, he's a difference maker, a name that changes the level of a defense instantly. An athlete capable of striking fear into opposing quarterbacks and deciding games in the most crucial moments. And when you think the Lions are in the best window in recent history to win their first Super Bowl, it may be time to make a move that seems impossible. Of course, in the current scenario, the deal still seems unlikely. The Bengals know what they have on their hands and won't release Hendrickson at any price. The player wants to be paid like a superstar, and they have the numbers to do so. The Lions, on the other hand, have been managing their finances wisely and have not shown any willingness to commit a large portion of their cap to a single name. But football, like life, is full of risks. And in a year when the Super Bowl dream seems more alive than ever in Detroit, it might be worth taking a big gamble. Now I want to hear from you, fan. Do you think the Lions should go all in to try to bring in Trey Hendrickson, even if it costs a fortune? Is it worth risking the team's financial future for a player who could be the key piece in the race to the long-awaited Super Bowl? In my opinion, despite the hefty price tag, if there's ever a time to go all in, it's now. The window is open, the roster is ready, and Hendrickson could be the difference between a good season and a historic one. So what do you think? Would you make this bold move, or would you prefer the team to continue being cautious with the cap? Comment below. I'd really like to know what you think about this possible deal. And of course, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like. It really helps the channel to continue growing and bringing the best news and analysis about our beloved Detroit Lions. See you soon.